Hi, my name is Laurie. I'm the Pride Librarian, Teen Librarian. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making an altered Altoid tin. So this is what you'll get. You'll get an Altoid tin, but yours will already have this wire glued onto it. And you get a bag with a thick picture, just printer paper, and all kinds of goodies inside that sort of match. They're all different because I didn't have enough stuff to make every one exactly the same. So you'll get your bag, you'll get your Altoid tin, you're going to get a template to make the size of your picture right, and you will get black paint and a paintbrush and Mod Podge and your imagination. You're going to need a pair of scissors, maybe a couple of pairs of scissors, because you'll see some of my stuff doesn't work exactly right to cut the right stuff. Okay, so what you're going to do first is cut out a template size piece. Now, I really want to get that eye on there. So I'm going to do this. You need something black, really, to trace it, because where like this is real dark, if it was anything else, it wouldn't show up at all. So, okay. So, we're going to cut out our template. I would keep the pieces of this because you could use this stuff over and over again. One little thing I forgot to tell you. Your Altoid tin is going to be naked, and you are going to have to paint it. It's going to take at least 2 layers, because you'll notice when you put the first one on, it's all streaky. Let it dry really good, and when you put the second coat on, it covers really well. And it does not have to be perfect, because these are very personal type things, so it doesn't really matter. See? Okay. So this is totally dry. What you're going to do now is get to the messy, fun part. So, you're going to take your Mod Podge, coat the back of this really, really, really well. And that's why this is going to look really weird when I'm done, because most of you know that Mod Podge dries clear. But it's not going to be clear by the time you see it. And it's going to be a little tricky because I can't let this dry between every coat, or this video will never be finished. So, we are going to take this and put it on our black painted box. And this is where it begins to become a thing where you're not going to be able to recognize what I'm doing. So I'll show you first. I'm going to cut a piece of this and put it over here, just because I want to. I'm going to put a piece of this down the side. And I'm thinking about a piece of this across this corner. So, the reason I showed you that is because at this point right now, you are not going to be able to see much of anything. Because we're going to cover it all up. And it's going to be very mucky. See, there goes the picture. So it pays to plan what you're doing before you put this stuff on, or you won't be able to see anything.
Cover it really good, especially the edges, because you don't want them to peel up.
Like I said, I'm going to do this real, what you call quick and dirty, because I want you to get an idea. I don't want to cover her eye up or his eye up. I'm not sure of the gender. So just like that. There. Just gotta round this off a little bit. Is that gonna do it? Yes. Okay, here we go again. Now, some of this stuff will change as you get it wet with the Mod Podge. Some of it will dry back the same way. It'll dry right. Other things may not. They may be a little darker, a little different tone. Okay, remember, under and over. Maybe when I'm all finished with this and it's not quite as messy, I'll go back and trim off some of these raw edges. Okay. Now, this is the hard part because this stuff is really hard to make it stay down, but it's really neat. I really like it, so I use it anyway. Let's see if that's enough. Nope, a little bit too long. And again. I can't help it. I kind of like stuff that's really messy. Never quite grew up. I was the one out in the driveway making mud pies. See what I mean? Everything disappears under the goop. But that makes sure it's going to stick. Okay, got one more piece I want to put on there. I think it's going to help. I'm going to go right across the bottom. You can see these are tiny enough that it really doesn't take much. And I've given you bunches and bunches of stuff. The one that I used for an example, this is all the stuff that I had in the bag with this one. Everything from netting to, I don't know, 6, 8, more than 8, 9 pieces of stuff. And I only used 3. But I like to be able to choose. Okay. One more.
Oh, you can tell this one's falling apart while you can try to glue it. Right.
I have a feeling it's going to look really good when it's done. If you come in, I'll let you know how it turned out. But you would have to come to Pride for that twice. Once to get the envelope or the bag with all the stuff in it, and once to bring me back what you made, and then I can show you the ones that I did. So, basically, that is it. And as you can see, it doesn't look a lot like the one that's done, but that's what happens. All of this was thicker than that, and it just dries in there real nice. Okay, maybe like iridescent type stuff, all kinds of goodies. Okay, that is it. That's all you need to do. What's going to take time and patience is waiting for the 2 coats of paint to dry, and then waiting between every layer of Mod Podge that you put on there. Let it dry. It's going to be really important, because otherwise you're just going to wind up with a wrinkled, kind of nasty and fraying pieces of everything. You really need to let it dry. I hope you have fun with this. I enjoyed it. I've got a bunch more that I can still make. I've got extras. Bye-bye.